often leave your sister home alone?
No, never. Oh! Well, except for just now. I had to run to the store to get some... Oh!
You left the stove on while you were out.
Chloe! Just a simmer. It's coming along great.
Found that this morning.
Lilo, there you are, honey face. This is Mr. Bubbles.
Nice to meet you.
Your knuckles say Cobra. Cobra Bubbles. You don't look like a social worker.
I'm a special.
So what comes to mind when you think of social work? When talking to my peers and some relatives about my career, someone asks questions such as, oh, so you want to be someone who takes people's children away? Or, oh, so you want to work with poor people? At one point, I believed social work to be about these things. I now know that social work is not that at all, but something much more. Social work is something that I am passionate about. I found out through my education and training that it is much more complex than people perceive it to be. And it plays an important role in society in more ways than people know. In this speech, I will discuss what it really means to be a social worker. This will involve misconceptions and stereotypes associated with the profession. I will also talk about the difficulties of this career on the social worker themselves. Lastly, I will talk about how the career will impact me and the people that I help. So much of what is perceived about social work comes from the media, but what is the truth behind social work? Social work is a helping profession. Social workers strive to better the well-being of not just individuals, but entire families and communities. Social workers are the voice for those who are unable to speak up for themselves. One of the major roles of social work is to be an advocate. This means going out and fighting for equal rights for those who are marginalized and oppressed. Social work does not revolve solely around children. There are multiple areas that social workers can work in. For example, you may have social workers in the medical field, those that work in mental health and substance abuse, as well as military social workers. Social workers must uphold themselves to a very high standard. Therefore, there are core values that each social worker must possess. These are things such as service, social justice, integrity, and treating each client with dignity and worth. Social workers do not choose this career based solely on salary, but rather because they have a passion to help others. The beginning salary for a social worker is between $30,000 and $40,000. Masters in social work can be obtained in just 1 year, which raises potential income significantly. During my education in the field of social work, I've been surprised at all that comes with the job. From the many career options to the types of people we may encounter, this path can be very overwhelming. Social workers work with many different individuals. These individuals are going to have different backgrounds, cultures, and beliefs. The social worker must put aside their own personal beliefs and feelings in order to help their client. We may work with substance abusers, parents who neglect their children, and even racists. However, social workers must put aside their own beliefs, and they can never refuse to work with someone and must always remain objective. Every case may not end the way that is desired. This takes an emotional and physical toll on the mind and body. This is especially true for those that are child social workers. Some social workers may experience severe emotional distress caused by the cases that they come across. Other examples include irregular sleep patterns, as well as the inability to eat. These symptoms can also be looked at as secondary post-traumatic stress disorder. As a result, it is suggested that social workers themselves have their own personal therapists. Through my work as a social worker, I hope to change many lives for the better. My work as a social worker will force me to be humble as well as resilient in order to adapt to the many challenges that I will face. Public speaking will help me communicate effectively with my clients, who are the most important part of my job. I want to be able to connect with them and show them that I truly care. In conclusion, social work involves more than what is portrayed in media. It is a career dedicated to bettering lives and helping people to realize their true potential. Being able to change someone's life for the better is worth all the hardships associated with social work. Thank you.